Well, howdy there, folks. James, political friar, coming to you again. I got the University of Oregon hat on, so we're going to talk about a political topic, not a legal topic, because we have a political person in the Secretary of State in the state of Maine deciding that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment eliminates Donald Trump from being on their ballot. And that's really a political decision. It's got some grounding in legal reality, but this is an interesting point that executive officers always are interpreting the Constitution. Most people think of the Constitution as being the province of legal experts or lawyers or at least judges, but no, the executive branch is interpreting the Constitution every day. Our entire thesis around a president's immunity while in office is an executive branch interpretation of the Constitution. And so, uh, the Secretary of State of Maine has decided to interpret the Constitution in a way that, whereas it's legally plausible, is hard to call legal. It is political. And Donald Trump is not on the ballot in Maine, barring the Supreme Court's intervention. And the Supreme Court will make this decision, I think, within a month ish. But this is just further pressure. This is now an exercise of power rather than legality. And know that it's not weird. It's just not weird. Uh, the law is a social conspiracy that we all engage in, and we all agree to follow it, and it is only as effective as the remedies that can be imposed. This is the old idea that, well, if you break the law but there is no punishment, is it really a law? And now we have a liberal, left leaning, anti Trump anyway, person engaging in the same kind of behavior that Trump has reveled in, which is to be a bit lawless, to simply exercise the power when it is available, regardless of the consequences, because the consequences have to be imposed, and that takes time and effort. And maybe it ain't worth it to put the time and effort in to exercise the consequences. Well, in Maine, it will, because Colorado's already teed this issue up, and so Maine is just a fellow traveler on the Colorado appeal. But at least they're putting their weight in behind saying, yeah, they think that this 14th Amendment Section 3 thing has some legs. I I am increasingly and thoroughly convinced that the Supreme Court will find a way out. They'll find a way to not have the 14th Amendment apply. I don't know how. It'll be enabling legislation. It'll be due process. Due process is my favorite way to do it, but they'll find a way out. But for now, the news is um, Donald Trump is not on the primary ballot for two states. I wonder, he might not be on the primary ballot for more, because as the reality of just imposing power becomes the norm, Donald Trump may be faced with those who are willing to use his own tactics against him. That is, to be lawless. I don't know. It's just a thought. Let me know how wrong I am in the comments down below. Hit that like if you haven't already. Subscribe, and we'll keep following this. It's a heck of a story. We live in interesting times. All right, I really appreciate you. Thanks.